set, go.
Mr. Derek, we're ready.
Recording in progress.
Alrighty, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lancaster ISD regular board meeting. Today's date is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. The time is 6:01 p.m. This meeting has been posted in accordance to the Texas Open Meeting Act. It's being held at the Lancaster ISD Administration Board Auditorium at 422 South Center Avenue, Lancaster, Texas, 75146. At this time, I will call roll to establish a quorum. Ms. Cortez?
Present.
Mr. Jones?
Present.
Ms. Nichols?
Present.
Mr. Cluis? Present. Ms. Morris?
Present.
Myself present. Mr. Smith is absent. Okay. At this time, in order of the agenda is the recess to closed session. Time is 6:02 p.m. As authorized by the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code 551.071, Legal Advice for School Attorney, 551.072, Deliberation regarding real property, 551.074, Personnel Matters, and 551.076, Deliberation regarding security devices or security audits. 3.1, discussion of personnel updates. 3.2, discussion concerning possible proposed non-renewals of term contracts and termination at the end of the contract of non-Chapter 21 employees. 3.3, discussion of employment of administrative personnel, employment of instructional personnel, and non-Chapter 21 personnel. 3.4, deliberate the duties, evaluation, responsibilities, employment, and dismissal of personnel and officers. 3.5, consult with district attorneys on any subject matters authorized by law, including any matters listed on this meeting agenda notice, pending or contemplated litigation, and proposed settlements. Texas Government Code 551.071. 3.6, discussion concerning the roles and responsibilities and ethical provisions governing public officer conduct, Section 551.074, Texas Government Code. 3.7, consider the report from counsel for all pending legal matters. The board, we're going to close session at 6:03 p.m.
Recording in progress.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Please excuse our tardiness. The board has returned from closed session at 7:23 p.m. There's no action needed from closed session, so we'll continue with our agenda. So now we'll move on to opening ceremonies. Dr. Ferrer.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Kimberly Simpson to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Simpson, the floor is yours when you are ready.
Good evening, Board President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Pereira. This evening, we are going to welcome up the Lancaster High School JROTC to lead us in our U.S. and Texas pledges.
I'd like to thank the JROTC for that. This time we'll move on. Dr. Pereira, do we have any citizens' communications?
Not to my knowledge, Madam President.
Okay, thank you. Okay, recognition and commendations, Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Kimberly Simpson to present that information to our community and to our board. Ms. Simpson, the floor is yours.
Good evening, Board President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Pereira. I will now begin our board acknowledgments and recognitions. Board, unfortunately, we must announce the passing of a Lancaster High School student, Myers Anthony Jr. Myers was a sophomore student and member of the Lancaster High School junior varsity football team. He was a popular student with hopes of making the varsity team next year. Please keep Myers' family, classmates, and teachers in your prayers. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence in memory of Myers Anthony Jr. Thank you. April is National Autism Awareness Month, and today we are wearing blue to raise awareness and understanding about autism spectrum disorder. We encourage everyone to learn more about ASD and proudly show support this evening. And Trustee Cortez also shared that this month is also Child Abuse Awareness Month, and they also wear the color blue. So we'll also be adding that as a recognition in April as well. Thank you for that information, Trustee Cortez. All through this month, we've been celebrating National Assistant Principals Week, Paraprofessional Appreciation Day, School Librarian Appreciation Day, School Bus Driver Day, and National Administrative Professionals Day, and Public School Volunteer Week. We enjoy recognizing and celebrating all of our employees and all of our national recognition days. Lancaster ISD was represented well during the Texas Art Education Association Youth Art Month exhibit in Austin. Lancaster High School junior Lazaria Brown was selected to showcase her artwork. Also, shout out to art students from West Main Elementary and Rolling Hills Elementary. All of the art pieces submitted earned exemplary ratings, and one receiving top honors from Texas Elementary Art Meet. And we have been busy in Lancaster ISD. Our special education department hosted the 15th annual Tiger Games Special Olympics track meet featuring 9 teams from around our area. The event kicked off with the opening ceremony, including a warm welcome from Superintendent Pereira, followed by a parade of the participating teams. Job well done by our Special Education Director, Executive Director, Ms. Crystal Cromer, and Special Olympics Coordinator, Mr. Eddie Bratton and team. And testing season is officially here, and Lancaster ISD hosted a fun, motivating STAR pep rally for the district's 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. The event was a blast of energy and encouragement for all of our students as they prepare for the STAR test. We want to thank Ms. Tatanisha Stevenson for coordinating the event. And this year's State of the District Luncheon celebrated the achievements, progress, and people who make our district exceptional. From our amazing educators to STEM innovation and a 4-year 100% graduation rate, the event was a testament to Lancaster ISD's commitment to excellence. Special thanks to Dr. Pereira for sharing great district information. Also, Dr. Barker for saying the work is working and leading the charge of support for public education. To our talented CTE and STEM departments, Gerald TC, and student MCs who made the afternoon a great experience for all, it was a blast for the communications team to plan and execute. And board, at this time, if you could please join me on the floor for special recognitions. All right, board, we have some students here tonight that we are going to celebrate for having some state recognitions. And guess what? We have one cannonball for Dr. Pereira. She gets excited with these, and especially when we can recognize our students. We're going to ask our Skills USA students to please come to the floor so we can recognize you all. And come on down if you're the advisor. Come on down. You were looking at me. Yes, ma'am. Come on with. We are celebrating our Skills USA state competition students. Their talent, creativity, and dedication truly shine. We joined Skills USA a few years ago, and our students have really shown up and shown out. Mr. Jeremiah Rayner placed 3rd place in state for early childhood education. Let's clap it up for him. And Ms. Jocelyn Gomez placed 2nd place in 3D freehand nail art. And she received a state superior rating for job exhibit in 3D nail art. Congratulations. Good job. Good job, good job. G double O D J O B, good job, good job. We're waiting on the picture, yeah. Quick picture, guys, not yet. So another round of applause for these students. When you see the red jacket, you know they mean business. And tonight, we're going to say goodbye to Trustee Kendall Smith. Aww. Trustee Smith, we want to take a moment to recognize and thank you for your service to Lancaster ISD as a school board member. Mr. Smith has dedicated his time, leadership, and commitment to ensuring the success and well-being of our students, staff, and community. His contributions have helped move the district forward, and we are grateful for the role you have played in supporting our mission. We're going to miss you, Trustee Smith, and we thank you for your service, your leadership, and your impact on Lancaster ISD. So job well done, and thank you for your years of service of being a Lancaster ISD board trustee. So Trustee Smith, we're going to put you in the middle. Help your trustee out. Look at your neighbor. Yeah. Board, at this time, you may return to your seat, and I'm going to share some upcoming events with you all. And Board, it's that time of year again. Enrollment for the 26-27 school year opens up on May 1st, so be on the lookout. We want our community to be on the lookout for the Save Your Seat enrollment campaign, and they can visit lancasterc.org/enrollment for more information. And tomorrow evening at 5 p.m., Lancaster High School will host an inclusive fashion show this Friday in partnership with Special Beauty and our Special Education Department. This event will celebrate confidence, inclusion, and self-expression, featuring student models of all abilities. After the event, the students will be dressed up and ready for their annual prom that will be hosted in the Black Box Theater. And I am told that a couple of trustees are going to be judges, Ms. Morris, Ms. Nichols. So you all are going to be in for a treat tomorrow evening with our students in the fashion show. So we will see you there. And on Wednesday, May 6th, on Wednesday, May 6th, I'm trying to skip to June, guys. We are going to honor team members who have dedicated years of service and celebrate those making championship exits into retirement. Don't forget to wear your favorite Tiger gear or basketball attire. It is our employee celebration hosted by our Human Resources Department. Pictures and food will begin at 6 p.m. and the awards will start at 7 p.m. And in the spirit of the arts, come out to witness a variety of student artwork across the district at the annual district-wide art show on Tuesday, May 12th from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in Building N at Cedar Valley College, right across the street. And to close out this week, we are going to start before we actually enter into Teacher Appreciation Week, which is May 4th through May 8th, but we want to start this out right with a resolution to our teachers to honor educators with just the recognition that they deserve. That week is going to be filled with several of our partners providing lunch and snacks and treats for our educators across all of our campuses. So it is a special week that is coming up. And before we close out our board acknowledgements, I am going to ask Board President Hamilton to please read a resolution in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week in Lancaster ISD. President Hamilton, will you do the honors?
Thank you. Okay, the resolution of the Lancaster ISD Board of Trustees and Superintendent honoring Teacher Appreciation Week. Whereas May 4th through May 8th, 2026 is recognized as National Teacher Appreciation Week. And whereas former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt persuaded the 81st Congress of the United States of America to proclaim a National Teacher Day in 1953. And whereas National Teacher Appreciation Week was established as the first full week in May in 1985 by the National Parent Teacher Association, and whereas the teachers of Lancaster Independent School District play a critical role in nurturing and developing the academic abilities, talents, and character of our students. And whereas teachers are at the forefront of our educational system, providing the foundation for lifelong learning and discovery through their dedication, knowledge, and commitment. And whereas the Lancaster ISD recognizes and appreciates the hard work, long hours, and emotional investment teachers commit to ensuring that every child achieves their full potential. And whereas it is fitting and proper to acknowledge the outstanding contributions of the educators in Lancaster ISD during Teacher Appreciation Week, setting an example of commitment, diligence, and passion for our community and future generations. And then therefore be it resolved that the Lancaster ISD Board of Trustees do hereby declare May 4th through 8th as Teacher Appreciation Week in Lancaster ISD, and be it further resolved that we, the Board of Trustees and Superintendent of Lancaster Schools, extend the deepest appreciation and thanks to all educators of Lancaster ISD for their significant contributions to the growth and success of our students. Be it further resolved that we encourage all members of our community to join in the observance, recognizing the dedication and hard work of our teachers who shape the future of our children and our nation, adopted this 23rd day of April 26th. Mayor signed, Marion Hamilton, Board President, and Dr. A.K. Pereira, Superintendent, Lancaster ISD.
Thank you so much. Board President, this concludes our board acknowledgements and recognitions. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, at this time, I'd like to pause and give the board members an opportunity to have farewells or greetings to Mr. Smith. Anyone have anything they'd like to say?
Madam President, if I
Mr.
could.
Jones?
Yeah, I just want to thank Trustee Smith for his service to Lancaster ISD, also for his commitment to continue growth and becoming a L. Tasby alumni. Didn't quite make the best class ever, but he made a class. Class of 2014, that's my class, was the best class ever. So definitely, man, thank you for your service. You helped us to select Dr. Pereira during that time, and seen you grow within the governance model and the governance level. So thank you and for your service thus far, and wish you continued success. Say it loud.
Great, thank you, Ms. Jones. Anyone else?
If I may,
Mr. Clovis?
I appreciate you, sir, for your time. I got my appointment in part because of your vote, and so I say thank you, and of course to the others. But thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ms. Morris?
Trustee Smith, it's been a challenge, it's been a journey, and you finished the mile. And congratulations to Hereafter, and you have served your district well. And thank you for your good job.
Ms. Nichols?
Yep. I want to say thank you so much for being open when I first came on to the board and sharing information with me and cheering me on. It means a lot to me, especially being a part of a team, and you displayed that. So I really appreciate what you did. But I don't want to say goodbye, because the expectation is when you leave, you need to still be volunteering here in this wonderful community. So hopefully we'll be able to see you come and cheer us on and do other things out in the community too. But I want to just say thank you so much for your service, your continuous service. Thank you.
Madam President,
Ms. Cortez?
Trustee Smith, just want to say thank you so much for your leadership, your role here on the board, and many of the things that you have endured, you've learned, you've shared. You have definitely left your footprints in the sand. So thank you so much for your service.
Okay, Mr. Smith, I'd like to say from my seat, thank you so much for all you've done for Lancaster ISD. We've had some good times and some bad times here on this board. We definitely appreciate your service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Dr. Pereira?
Thank you, Madam President. Trustee Smith, I do want to say thank you as well, not just on behalf of myself, but on behalf of my team, who I know appreciates the leadership that you provided on this board. Always been very even-keeled and very supportive of whatever we wanted to do. You used to always tell me, as long as it's in the best interest of the kids, you're good. And I think that is the way to lead as well when we are doing things on behalf of our students. So I just want to say thank you for your leadership and your ongoing support, and always words of encouragement whenever I would speak to you. You always reinforce the fact that we were doing what's right for kids. And so I do appreciate those moments and those times. And I'm going to say your last famous words is, I'm out of your hair.
All right, Mr. Smith, do you have any words? Close us out.
I was going to say I'm out of your hair, but seriously, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate District 7 for putting me in office. I appreciate everybody out there that supported me along the way and watched me stumble and fall and trying to do what's right, trying to do my best. I appreciate you guys recognizing my genuine effort and not always placing value on some of the way it came out, but it's a genuine effort, and I think you guys understand that. In departing, you guys are in good hands. Dr. Reed will be following in my footsteps. I have a good working relationship with her. She's a very strong candidate, and I think you'll be pleased with where you're headed. Dr. Pereira, thank you for being patient with us. I cannot say enough about it. I'll try to be brief, but we know you walked into a unique circumstance here, and to have made it as far as we have as district, as a board, as a team of 8, that's a significant accomplishment, a very significant accomplishment. And all of my co-laborers, to the ladies that have come in recently, you guys, I like to think that we're better off today than we were 6 years ago. Hopefully you feel included. I know you certainly bring value. I think you feel like valued members of the team, and I just wanted to say thank you. And with that, I am truly out of your hair. You guys take care.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, at this time, the next item on the agenda is the Conservators Report. TEA Conservators Report concerning roles and responsibilities of trustees. Dr. Francois.
Thank you, Board President Hamilton, trustees, and Dr. Pereira. If I may, Trustee Smith, add my words of congratulations for having served well. You were in the midst of the storm when I arrived, and I have to thank you for the level-headedness that you presented and provided for the board. Obviously, everything doesn't go exactly the way boards are the way we envision and hope that boards will go, but what you provided was the ability to see that and encourage others to continue down the path towards success. And so wherever you're going after this, I agree with Ms. Nichols, and I'm sure Ms. President Hamilton, your services as a volunteer will be expected. So don't get off the radar. You're not out of here. You're just moving to another chair. In terms of the reports that you have in your board documents, you have 2 reports, February and March, but I just want to give sort of an overview of where you stand in general with your progress report. Unfortunately, these are always in arrears, and I hate that because so much progress is made in the time period between when you get your report and when I actually talk about them. But I want to ensure that you are clear that there is great progress. For example, there are 8 GPMs. Of those 8, 2 of them, actually 3 of them are complete. And of the others, 1, 2, 3, 4 are very, very far along in terms of being on track. And my expectation is, based on the progress that you've made in February and in March, that come April, we'll be able to look at marking those as complete. The reason it's difficult on those that are, sort of what I call in progress and on track is that it gives me the opportunity to watch the board over time and see if there's consistency in performing in those GPMs. And so I'm very comfortable in being able to say that, yes, there is consistency. For example, as I look at your board meetings and timing, when I arrived here, I remember going home very late at night, actually one night at midnight. So it was actually the morning. That has not happened in many, many months. And so I just want to share with you that come April, I want you to look very carefully at GPM 1.1, 2.1, and 3.1, because the progress in those GPMs has been extraordinary, and I expect very, very strongly that I'll be able to mark those as complete. The other area that I'm pleased about and want to thank you for doing, for several months I had to report that you were not meeting the requirement of doing your LSG quarterly report. And under the leadership of your board president and VP and so on, your officers, you coalesced around that, you figured it out, and you actually got that quarterly report done. So I appreciate that. I know Dr. Lloyd isn't on the call tonight, but she would echo my thank you for that. Also, I want to congratulate you on moving the work of reporting monthly on your LSG reports to a board officer as opposed to a staff member. That's very strong growth, because really that reporting system belongs to the board. It does not belong to a staff member. And so the fact that your Vice President, Ms. Trustee Nichols, has been trained to do that reporting and is taken that on, that says a lot about you as a board. You are now able to do your own observations of your work, and you're able to report on that work collectively. And then the last thing, you all know that I am 100%, I'm always a teacher, I'm always a classroom teacher. And anytime folks show that they are taking training, they take it seriously, and then not only take the training, but then show the growth from it, that's a plus for me. And I don't want to take the wind out of the sails for your report later on about your hours, but I'm impressed at the number of you who have actually exceeded the number of required hours for board training. And that's unusual. I want to tell you that now. We see boards across the state that a lot of board members, they do the minimum. They just get by the skin of their teeth. And so the fact that you all have committed your time, committed your effort to learning and growing is another example to me that over time, the ability to grow, develop, and be stronger as a team is part of your DNA now. So overall, trustees, Board President Hamilton, Dr. Pereira, and trustees, I'm comfortable in saying that come May, we're going to be excited, at least I'm going to be excited to report considerable progress, and thank you for the work that you're doing. One last thing, it won't show up on the reports that you have now, February and March, but April, I will be able to report that you are scheduled for your ISO training 2, ISO 2 in May, and that's another big step. A lot of district trustees are struggling with this because they don't want to do it. It's time consuming, and it puts trustees in a position, you've got to be in the room together, you've got to make some decisions together, you've got to really be a team of 8. And so I commend you on being able to finally finding a date to do that training, and Dr. Lloyd is excited about coming and being with you for those 3 hours. We know that's a commitment of time, but that's part of being a board member, giving up your time, getting paid a lot of money to do it, right? And we know that's not the case. You're giving up your time, you're giving up your ability to be with your own families, to spend time, but you're doing that on behalf of the families of Lancaster ISD, and so I commend you for that. So overall, as you look through your reports for February and March, you'll see there's progress, but come April's report, I think you're going to be even more pleased with the progress that you've made. I mentioned this to Board President Hamilton a few days ago, that sometimes when you're in the middle of it, it doesn't feel like progress. Sometimes when you're, having to do the work and grapple with the work, it doesn't feel that anything is happening or that people have changed or that growth has actually taken hold. But I can assure you it has. But you're in the maelstrom. I mean, you're down in it, you're trying to do it from day to day, and it doesn't sometimes feel like things are coalescing as they should. But trust me, they are. So I commend you again. I look forward to, we have worked, Dr. Lloyd and I have spoken with your incoming trustee, Dr. Reed. She seems anxious and enthusiastic and ready to hit the ground running. So we've given her a lot of background on LSG and the history of the work that you have done. And so I think she'll be able to, with your help, blend into the district's leadership quickly. And I just encourage you to give her all the support that you can, because this is hard work and she's going to need to feel your support. So other than that, unless you have any questions, Board President Hamilton, I am finished.
All right, thank you so much. Any questions, comments from the board? Thank you so much. Okay, we'll move on to Superintendent's Report. Under Campus Highlights, 9.1, Lancaster STEM Early College High School. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Ashley Tippett, who's a principal at our early college campus, to provide that information to our community and to our board. Ms. Tippett, the floor is yours whenever you're ready.
Good evening, Madam Board President, Board of Trustees, and Superintendent Dr. Pereira. My name is Ashley Tippett. I am the principal of Lancaster STEM Early College High School. This is the Early College High School administrative team, which consists of myself, our counselor, Shayna Pink, and then the administrative assistant, Deonka Chisholm. We are an extremely tiny team with an exponential impact on the future of our scholars. I also want to acknowledge the Comprehensive High School admin team that also aids in supporting us when necessary. These are the early college instructors. We have 12 early college instructors. These are our gladiators. They wear the white hats. They are the heart and soul of everything amazing that is happening in our early college program. This year we have 382 students in early college, and in March we inducted 100 more students to our class of 2030, wow, cohort for the next school year. Again, we have 12 total teachers, with 11 of them fully certified and 1 still working on certification. So early college high schools are measured in 3 different areas. The first area is access. So to be an early college, you must have a specific number of at-risk, economically disadvantaged, emergent bilingual, special education, and 504 students. The next area is attainment. This consists of students completing 42 core college hours and then the 60 hours toward receiving their associate degree. This also includes what's called persistence, meaning that we were able to keep the students in early college from 9th grade all the way through 12th grade, all 4 years. And then the last area is achievement, which includes our STAR performance, our TSIA completion, and our graduation rate. So I am proud to say that Lancaster STEM Early College has met the designation standard in all 3 of the areas, and we earned a distinction in all 3 areas. Thank you. This makes our early college a designated campus of distinction. So thank you. So our TSIA completion right now for our class of 2026, our graduating seniors, we have 100% of them have either passed both of the TSIA exams that are required for college, or one or the other. And so for the class of 2027, we're at 82%. The class of 2028, they are at 67%, and we are still testing in our class of 2029. So we believe in developing the whole child academically, socially, and emotionally. We handle school business first and foremost, such as completing our FAFSA, CPR training, our grade level checklist, scholarships, college coursework. So this is our kids doing those things with us. And then also socially, 80% of our early college students are participating in extracurricular activities. So when you hear people mention the #1 ranked safety in the country, James Foster, or the #5 ranked forward at SMU, Kamaya Beck, or the all-state forward basketball state champion, Ariana Slim Davis, and I'm just naming a few, there are many more. Just know that our early college scholars are the epitome of a student athlete. We also love to engage the students in fun times such as theme days, college trips, our teachers as well. We are grateful for the support from our community as we work to ensure that every scholar leaves with more than a diploma. We use district funds to attend college visits, reward student achievements, and provide extraordinary experiences for our scholars. I went too fast. Our early college students take every opportunity to pour back into the community by volunteering at our elementary campuses, at food banks, and other district events. And then we also partner with other community organizations that provide our students with scholarships and donate food for some of our events. And then also our parents that come out and help incentivize our students and our teachers for their efforts in the classroom. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Anyone have comments or questions for Ms. Tippett?
If I may, Madam President,
Mr.
Ms.
Poulos.
Tippett, and of course, Ms. Jett, 3 dates come to my mind: May 14th, 16th, and June 2nd. wasn't supposed to happen. But I am thankful for you all's leadership, not just you, but those who were the foundation prior to. Just looking at where they are now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Cortez?
Also, Ms. Tippett, Ms. Jed, I also wanted to share just with the community that you guys go far and beyond. I think your logo motto is ordinary children, ordinary kids doing extraordinary things, ordinary staff doing extraordinary things. You guys have stepped out of your box to make additional phone calls, make additional connections for the children, advocating for them over at the college and on the Lancaster campus. So I just want to thank you for what you guys are offering here at this district and to our children. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ms. Morris?
I first want to thank Dr. Pereira for your leadership in coming to the district and putting the right people in the right place. This is something that if 15, 10, 20 years ago, I couldn't see it. And now it's here. And it's here because of good leadership and team players and individuals working for one common goal, and that is our students to move forward after they come out of high school. Now they can go right into a four-year university, and thank you all so very much for all that you do every day.
Thank you. I forgot to mention, May 14th, the graduation, 88 students will walk the stage. Actually, 88 early college students. Ms. Jed will share with you, Lancaster high school students. But 88 will walk the stage and receive their associate degree.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Madam President, one last thing.
Mr.
I
Clues?
mentioned 3 dates, the 14th, the 16th, and June 2nd. I think May the 16th is critical, or it's important, because my oldest child who graduated through early college will now be graduating rather from Houston-Tillotson. And so to have those two graduations in the same year, and again, to look back at and to give thanks to all of those teachers, those people who are not here now, who played their parts in getting both of them to where we are now. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Okay, Ms. Tippett, you can come back. You didn't think we were done? No, I'd like to just say thank you for everything you've done. I've watched you work tirelessly and how you engage with your students. We definitely appreciate the students love you all, and that means a lot when the students respect you. They will work harder for you, and I've seen that firsthand. So just want to appreciate you for everything that you've done, especially in the early college field.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. It's official. Okay, we're going to move on to 9.2, Lancaster High School. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Jett to share that information with our community and our board. Mrs. Jett, the floor is yours whenever you are ready.
All right. Good evening, Madam President Hamilton, Board of Trustees, and Superintendent Pereira. I am proud to represent Lancaster High School and share a brief update on the progress, the priorities, and impact happening on our campus this year. Our work begins with a strong leadership team. This team ensures that our campus systems, from instruction to operations, are aligned, consistent, and focused on student outcomes every single day. I am joined by a fabulous group of administrators, myself, Ms. Tippett, Ms. Stewart, Mr. Strickland, Mr. Azantolo, and Dr. Terrell. Our counseling team deserves all of the credit because they are the ones that stand behind that 100% graduation rate. They are the ones that put in the work. Our counseling team is a critical driver of student success at LHS. This team leads our work in graduation tracking, credit monitoring, college career and military readiness planning, and social-emotional support systems. Because of their efforts, we have increased TSI completions across grade levels, strengthened our individual graduation committee process for at-risk seniors, and provided targeted interventions for students in danger of not meeting graduation requirements. They are not just supporting our students, they are actively removing barriers and creating clear pathways to graduation and post-secondary success. This year, our enrollment has shifted from 1456 to 1324. While there is a decline, we've also seen strong outcomes, including early graduates. Our focus moving forward is on retention, engagement, and creating flexible learning pathways to meet the needs of today's students. We increased our teaching staff from 96 to 105, with the majority of our staff being fully certified. This reflects our commitment to ensuring every student is led by a qualified educator while continuing to build internal capacity through coaching and development. Our retesting pool progress, our instructional focus is grounded on rigorous, aligned instruction and targeted intervention. We are seeing measurable gains as a result of strategic planning, consistent monitoring, and strong teacher support systems. Additionally, we have significantly reduced the number of students in the STAR retesting pool, as you see before you. This reflects strong Tier 1 instruction and more effective intervention systems. Along our college readiness, this visual represents our strongest areas of progress, our college readiness pipeline. Across our current student cohorts, Lancaster High School has achieved over 700 TSI completions, demonstrating a significant movement towards post-secondary readiness. We are seeing a strong success in our math completions, particularly among our upper class students. Our next strategic focus is increasing the number of students completing both math and ELA, which is required for full college readiness. Safety, of course, remains a top priority on our campus. We have strengthened supervision, reinforced expectations, and maintained close coordination with district safety personnel to ensure a secure and structured learning environment. The images shown here reflect the intentional culture that we build across our campus, where students are engaged, as you see them having one-on-one counseling sessions with their counselors, supported, course, with our theme days, and connected to positive and safe environments. We maintain committed to our fiscal responsibility. All resources are strategically aligned to support student achievement, instructional priorities, and campus needs while maintaining accountability and efficiency. The images shown here reflect that alignment in action, targeted investments that directly support student growth and engagement. These include an incentive trip, as you can see in our top left, for our class of 28 to Skateland, our service-based leadership through reading circles. Our sophomore students attended at Pleasant Run Elementary. Our class of 2027 had a college exposure visit to the George Bush Presidential Library, and our JROTC cadets posting of the colors at the STUCO-sponsored Veterans Day luncheon. Our partnerships continue to expand opportunities for students through collaboration with colleges, industry partners, community organizations, and we are increasing access to certifications, college pathways, and real-world experiences as shown here. As Ms. Tippett mentioned, we do have 9 students that will be earning their associate's degree as well on the Lancaster High School side, in addition to those from early college. We are definitely very proud of those individuals, and they will be present at Dallas College for the graduation on May 14th as well. So in closing, Lancaster is committed to being focused, aligned, and results-driven. We remain committed to ensuring every student are prepared for success beyond high school. I thank you for your support of Tiger Nation.
Thank you so much. Any questions, comments for Ms. Jett?
Madam President,
Mr. Jones?
Yeah, I would just like to thank you for the leadership and for the work that the staff is doing. To you, both you and Ms. Tippett. You know, they say we don't get paid, but every graduation is my payday. So I appreciate you guys for the work you're doing that allows me to get compensated every year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Thank you so very much for all that you do, working at the high school, early college, athletics, booster clubs. We must go on?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it pays off, don't it? You can sleep well, right? Congratulations to all of you all and your staff, because it's not easy, but at the end, it's wonderful. Thank you again, and thank you, Dr. Pereira.
Anyone else? Ms. Cortez?
Yes, thank you, Board President, Dr. Pereira. Ms. Jett, goes without saying, amazing job, amazing work. I've watched your leadership from the middle school level now to the high school level, and I just want to say that it's difficult. You are in a very difficult seat, you and your team. I just want to thank you for all that you're doing. You have put heart and passion into this. You care about the children. You don't make it personal, and you do what you can to ensure that the children have the best to succeed. So we appreciate you for that. And your team, Mr. A, Mr. Strickland, and all those that are on board. It takes a village. So thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Jett, thank you so much for what you do. It does not go unnoticed. Thank you. Okay. We're going to move on to teaching and learning, 9.3, athletic updates. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Coach Brown to share that information with our board and our community. Coach Brown, the floor is yours, sir, whenever you are ready.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Pereira. I'm here to give an update on the 25-26 Lancaster Athletic Program. Briefly, our athletic leadership begins with myself, Coach Gaines, that's Coach Jackson, newly hired, and Coach Douglas. They do a phenomenal job in helping making sure we're a success. We'll start with LMS. You see our numbers. We at girls, 7th and 8th grade totals 133. I do want to say that that is a plus 23 gain from the previous year, which shows that we're moving good and engaging kids that come from the 6th grade. Moving to our middle school, our 7th and 8th grade boys, that's 195 total, which is really a strong number, and that's really a plus 26 from the previous year. So again, we're showing great gains there. I want to say too, with our LMS, to let everyone know, we do participate in the Metro League, which consists of 15 to 20 schools around the DFW area. We moved to our high school because everything is data-driven with numbers. Our girls, you can see all of our sports listed on the left as our total for participants in our high school. That's 241. Which when you look at that, that is a little less than what it was last year. And when I did a deep dive into that, one of the things I noticed was some of our teams, particularly girls basketball, they kind of cut numbers back a little bit. And one of the other things that was big was last year's numbers did include athletic trainers, student trainers, and this year it did not. So that's why I think that's off of 21 less, I believe, because our numbers are really strong on our girls' side. On the boys' side, you see that's 522, which is really 8 more than it was last year, but 500 with that, it really shows that we have great balance when it comes to that. I want to say as we move to all of our sports, we all have enjoyed the last 2 years being in Class 6A, and we've had success, state championships, we've had broke national records. Next year we'll be moving back down to Class 5A, big school, which is still be very competitive. And so we're excited to kind of get going and building on that success. Seniors, which we always want to show our seniors that have been in our program for years in middle school and through high school. Our total seniors is 129. I want to say that last year that total was about 7 less, so that's still showing growth. And every time we do that with our seniors, we'll do that at the end of the year banquet, having their due at the end of the year to thank them for everything that they've done. When you look at glows from our athletic programs, everybody knows around the nation that we win. And I'm pleased to hear what we're doing on the academic side, which is where it all begins. But athletically, man, we got a lot to brag about too. I mean, we won 28 state championships in the last 24 years. This past year, our girls basketball team won a 6A state championship in school. That was the first in school history. So we like to brag academically and also athletically. Always, guys, the purpose of being in athletics is to try to not only win at the high school level, but to be successful at the next level. So a lot of our student athletes have moved on to the next level. As of now, we've had 14 that have signed in the fall, and in the spring, right now that number is 7. We will be having another signing day coming up here in May. Couple of accomplishments, and I listed a lot, and I don't want to read all of those, but guys, the girls basketball team were 6A division champs. You got to give kudos there. The track team, not only did they break the national record last year, this year they came back and they broke it twice, and so that is phenomenal. A girl wrestler, Victoria Brown, she made it all the way and was a state finalist at the state wrestling track meet. Our coaches, Coach Howard, the 6A, she was the Coach of the Year, Dallas Morning News Coach of the Year, the Texas Association of Basketball Coaches Coach of the Year. She was the PVILCA Coach of the Year, which I had to look that up. That's the Prairie View Interscholastic League Coach of the Year. So kudos to her. Coach Hayes at track field Coach of the Year, and the list goes on and on. I also want to make a special note, boys track team, which I really felt boys track the last few years had been somewhat in a rebuild mode. But this year, to see them back to that Lancaster Tiger way on the track and field side, all relays made it to the area meet. We've got several individuals that are top in the area, so we're proud of that. Our pride and joy, the state championship, as you drive down 35, Loop 12, our billboard is up. And I know you guys have seen it, so we're proud of that. And we're proud of everything, athletically, academically. Man, it's a great day to be a Lancaster Tiger. Leave you with this picture of our state champs, our national record holders. I know we do have banners that are located in the foyer, but we're real pleased and excited about all things Tiger athletics. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Questions, comments, Coach Brown?
I have a comment.
Dr. Pereira?
I just wanted to add one to your list, Coach Brown, in that all of our girls basketball team members were all district academic, as well as the entire boys team as well. So I just wanted to highlight that. Yeah, yes, they win on the courts, but they win in the classroom too.
Ms. Morris?
Thank you. Coach Brown, I don't have a microphone to drop. Enough said. You did it. You all did it. Thank you all so much.
Great, thank you so much. Hey, 9.4, Fine Arts Update, Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call up our 3-time gold medalist, Ms. Christy Gaines. That's Olympic gold medalist, Christy Gaines, to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Gaines, the floor is yours. Sorry, Mrs. Gaines.
Good evening, Madam Board President, distinguished Board of Trustees, Dr. Pereira. I am here to present the Fine Arts Update for 25-26. And I start with a picture of our WeBo band, the best band in the land, because they achieved excellent rating for marching this fall in UIL competition. So these are a few of our accomplishments. I'm not going to read all of them, but I will highlight The LMS band received an excellent rating in sight reading this year. That's a great accomplishment for us. We also had a dancer to make All-State honors. We have 15 elementary students enter the UIL contest this year and received superior ratings. And I'm super proud because we are applying for a District of Distinction, and their entries are going to push us over the top. We also had 3 BAMO students to get excellent and 1 superior rating in art. George Washington Carver had 2 artists to get superior ratings, so we're really kicking it in art, guys. And this just in, we had 7 students to pass the AP art exam. So we put on events throughout the year. You guys support us so much. Our Christmas programs, Black History, our one-act play, we just appreciate the parades. You guys support us through it all. And we have over 100 elementary students that are in the art club. We can proudly say this year. Our numbers here, we're growing. Despite enrollment going down, fine arts, we're going up. We had over 200 increase in student participation this year. And we've also had over a 50% increase in UIL participation as far as contests go. And our numbers of participation for students are up at least 15% at the high school. So we are really kicking it in. Again, these are the honors. You'll see this artwork of the students. That's our band. An update on them. They received uniforms a few years ago, instruments last year. We're working on some additional uniforms for this year, and that excellent rating that they scored. These are some of the programs. These are the additional programs that we've had. You guys came and supported GWC, Houston Elementary, our dance program last week. We have another one this Friday if you're available. And here is the artwork of those students from Rolling Hills and PRE who received those superior ratings. And this is Big Art Day, and this is the young lady who was able to have her artwork displayed in Austin for Youth Art Month. This is a big deal. And this is West Main. They got superior rating as well. So we are really doing great things in fine arts. Any questions?
Ms. Nichols?
Thank you so much for your presentation, and you said a lot of great things. And I'm really happy to hear about those band uniforms because
we're working on it.
It was
We are.
mentioned in my
Yeah, we're working on it.
But thank you so much, and we do appreciate you. And I know it's a hard job in handling the different things in arts, and you know, it's a lot of work. So especially seeing the artwork that the kids are doing, I didn't even know we were doing things like that. That's beautiful. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have a question or comment?
Madam President.
Mr. Jones?
Yeah, definitely want to thank you as well. The artwork part is great. I love that. I sent the principals an email. MASBA, which is an organization we're a part of, they have a contest. And the deadline for the submission is coming up. So we may get some prize winners down there as well.
Okay.
So I also have this in honor of Dr. Gray.
Woo! Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to finance, 9.5, February 2026 financial report. Dr.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Ms. Dana Shaw Mosley to share that information with our board and our community. Ms. Mosley, the floor is yours, Madam, when you are ready.
Good afternoon, Board President, Board members, and Dr. Pereira. This evening, I'm presenting the February 2026 financial report. A full version of the report is in diligent for your viewing. The first report is the tax collection for February 2026. The total net payments to the entity for February is $8,854,308.22. The next report represents the general fund income statement. The top represents all the revenues we received year to date as of February for the general fund. And then the bottom represents year-to-date expenditures by function for the general fund. The next slide represents the top 10 fund revenue sources, with the top source being the taxes we collect, and the next highest driver of fund revenue generation is the formula funding from the state that we get for our students. The next slide represents the top 10 fund expenditures for general fund, the top being instruction and the second being plant and maintenance and operations. The next slide represents the income statement for child nutrition, food service. The tops are is the revenue year-to-date as of February that we received for serving the students the meals that we serve them daily. And then the bottom are the expenditures we spent. Majority of the expenditures are to pay our child nutrition food service management company for the meals they serve the students. The next slide is debt service. In the month of February, we pay our bond payments, and that's the expenditure you see for the $21 million that we paid for our bond payments. The top is the revenue we receive for the interest and sinking fund to pay our bond payments. Just a note, since 2021, the district has saved taxpayers $22,294,050 by refunding and refinancing bonds, and that's why we're able to go out and call a bond election with the capacity of $376 million. The next slide is the investment portfolio reconciliation. We have two pools, Lone Star and Tex Pool. All our revenue goes into the investment account, and then we move it over to our bank account to pay our bills and also pay our staff payroll. We have 5 accounts in there. We have general fund, debt service, capital project, child nutrition. We have four accounts. And this is the balances that we have in the account as of February 2026. Thank you. Any questions?
All right, thank you. Any questions, comments, Ms. Mosley? Ms. Morris?
Wow. I bragged on you this week. I said, we the best in the state. Our finance department is healthy. I appreciate that. And someone asked me the question, well, Ms. Morris, how do we know? I said, we know. I'm sitting there, we know. And I can speak from way back to now. We know we're doing fine, and thank you all so very much. And thank you, Dr. Pereira, with your leadership to ensure that we stay on the right track. And I have no doubt. Thank you again.
Anyone else? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to human resources. 9.6, human resource update. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to call forward Mrs. Cherish Pipkins to present that information to our community and to our board. Mrs. Pipkins, the floor is yours, madam, when you are ready.
Good evening, Board President Hamilton, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Pereira. I am here to present the Human Resources Update for 2025-2026. Our department reset with clearly defined vision, mission, and a commitment to core values. This foundational work continues to guide our efforts and priorities. Our vision, every employee a success, supports the district's goal of every graduate a success. At this time, I would ask the HR team members in attendance to stand and be recognized. We have our HR director, Mrs. Charles, here, and our HR coordinator, Ms. Jackson. Thank you, ladies. This year's hiring reflects a balanced investment in instructional and non-instructional staff to support classroom and operations. Instructional roles drive student learning, while non-instructional roles ensure effective daily operations. 80% of the district budget is allocated to salaries, reinforcing that people are our greatest investment. The district currently employs 355 certified teachers and 88 uncertified teachers, reflecting ongoing efforts to staff classrooms amid workforce challenges. Of the uncertified group, 44 teachers are in STAR-related subjects, which remains a key area of focus. These 44 positions are distributed across campuses, allowing for targeted campus-specific support and monitoring. We are prioritizing certification pathways, targeted support, and strategic staffing to ensure all students receive high-quality instruction. House Bill 2 established state-funded raises through the teacher retention allotment and support staff retention allotment beginning with 2025-2026. For Lancaster ISD, which is considered a large district, classroom teachers with 3 to 4 years of experience received a $2,500 increase, while those with 5+ years received $5,000 increase. Support staff raises are funded at $45 per student, resulting in approximately $1,000 per eligible employee. These investments reflect a statewide commitment to improving retention through targeted compensation for teachers and support staff. We currently have 7 paraprofessionals participating in the Para-to-Teacher cohort through Dallas College. Participants are representing 5 different campuses across the district. These team members are actively working toward their bachelor's degrees and teacher certification. 1 is on track to graduate May 2027, and 2 are prepared for a May 2028 graduation. The program supports internal talent development and strengthens our future teacher pipeline. This initiative helps grow and retain highly qualified educators from within our own district. This work is led by our Director of Classroom Innovation and Culture, Ms. Stevenson. Additionally, our partnership with Dallas College also supports the Teacher in Residence program. This program provides hands-on classroom experience in a supportive, collaborative environment. Residents work alongside experienced educators committed to their growth. The experience builds another strong pipeline of future teachers for the district. Lastly, Teachers in Residence creates meaningful impact for students while developing high-quality educators. We've already grown this program from 8 to a potential of 12 for this year, and 6 residents were hired at our recent district-wide job fair. We hosted 3 Roaring Towards Certification events, 1 in person and 2 virtual. These sessions provided timely updates on House Bill 2 and its impact on certification requirements. We connected pre-certified educators with alternative certification programs to support their pathway. Participants also received targeted resources and guidance to help them successfully navigate the certification process. Additionally, 100% of our 0 to 3 year teachers have been onboarded in our HAY-C program. Teachers use this platform weekly to do vibe checks, gain insight on planning, and plan for self-care. Our district leads the way in usage of this platform among districts piloting HAY-C. We are one of 10 districts in the nation chosen to use this unique AI educational tool. Teacher incentive allotment designations are valid for 5 years and are based on multiple measures of effectiveness, including student achievement, classroom observations, and other performance indicators. Each year, we continue to see growth in the number of teachers earning designations. Next month, we will finalize the number of teachers designated for the 25-26 school year. Once pending approvals are finalized, LISD will have 88 TIA designated teachers. This reflects continued progress in recognizing and rewarding teacher effectiveness across the district. We applied for expansion of TIA on April 15th, looking to add CTE courses, special education, and PE courses for TIA eligibility. This year, we revamped and prioritized our substitute experience in the district. We revamped substitute orientation training video to provide clearer expectations and a stronger onboarding process. We launched a monthly substitute newsletter to improve communication, share updates, and recognize a substitute of the month. Our subs feel valued and appreciated for their contributions. Our team expands visibility by engaging with the community at local job fairs, events, businesses, and the Student Services Community Job Fair. We increase accessibility by offering onboarding twice each month for new subs. These efforts are helping us build and retain a strong, reliable substitute pipeline. We did see a slight decrease in sub fill rates, primarily in our special education aid assignments. In response, we are reviewing daily rates for those roles and ensuring accurate tracking of consecutive assignments to strengthen coverage in those assignments. Under the leadership of our Director of Classroom Innovation and Culture, Campus Climate, Ms. Stevenson gave a campus and department survey in the fall to receive feedback from those different areas. Overall, results indicate that most employees report an above average workplace experience. The district continues to take a strategic approach to strengthening climate and culture across all campuses and departments. It is important to note that a different survey instrument was used this year, which may impact direct comparisons to prior results. For this school year, we had 19 resignations and 1 termination. This reflects personal and professional decisions, including career moves and life changes. At times, we must part ways when alignment or performance expectations are not met. Turnover is a reality, but it also creates opportunity to strengthen our team. Our focus remains on staffing every classroom with a high-quality educator and improving our recruitment and retention, which leads us to the next slide. Teacher retention trends from 2021 to 2025 indicate that turnover across local districts remains elevated compared to our broader benchmarks when looking at Region 10 or the state. However, we do remain competitive when we look at the best of the Southwest. Our 4-year average turnover rate is currently 26.25%, with a notable improvement in 2024-2025 to 21.6%. Its lowest rate of the period. While local comparisons remain variable, Lancaster continues to perform competitively. However, our turnover remains above Region 10 and the state, indicating an ongoing opportunity to strengthen our retention efforts while building on our recent progress. We are intentionally amplifying employee voice with our Why I Stay campaign, which you can see on our social media accounts. It highlights the reasons so many staff members choose to remain in Lancaster ISD. With the introduction of new leadership in HR, our exit survey was revised to better reflect and align with the department's core values. Despite employee separations, exit survey data remains favorable, while respondents consistently report positive experiences with our district. Employees report positive perceptions overall, experience, job satisfaction, and workplace culture, reinforcing that staff leave with a favorable view of our district. High percentages indicate employees would recommend at 92% and return at 93% to Lancaster ISD, reflecting strong organizational reputation and connection. Only 5.7% are leaving for another district, suggesting most separations are not driven by local competition, but broader personal or professional factors. Even as employees exit, their feedback affirms that Lancaster ISD provides a positive and supportive work environment, which aligns with and supports our ongoing retention efforts. This year, we are proud to report a 50% decrease in workers' compensation claims compared to the prior school year. We attribute this improvement to intentional and ongoing training focused on identifying risks and preventing injuries. A significant milestone this year is that we had 0 heat-related claims during the summer of 2025. Thank you. We also strengthened support for our maintenance and operations teams by securing donations of cooling towels and personal fans to help mitigate heat exposure. These efforts reflect our continued commitment to employee safety, wellness, and proactive prevention. The LMS ACE Job Fair connected certified educators with teaching opportunities at Lancaster Middle School. Candidates learned about the ACE program and campus expectations. Applicants were able to schedule interviews with the campus hiring team for the following week. Human Resources provided on-site support with employment and transfer applications. All campuses participated in the Lancaster ISD Job Fair focused on recruiting certified classroom teachers, aides, and bus drivers. The event connected talented educators with career opportunities across our district. Candidates engaged with our campus and district representatives and participated in interview opportunities. 11 certified teachers received letters of intent. The event featured high energy and a welcoming atmosphere, with staff representing our WeBo colors and celebrating candidate selections. Letters of intent were announced with a celebratory ring of a bell with the popular song Let 'Em Know, as well as recognition photos with our varsity cheer and our campus administrators. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. Questions, comments? Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. Honestly, I know the report is on our staffing, but I have to take this moment and thank our building principals for the climate and environment that they create in order to make this possible. So I just want to say thank you all again for I know the everyday efforts that you make and put forth, and also for the instructional team for supporting your efforts.
Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I want to thank you as well and the department. As you opened, 80% of our budget is going toward staff and toward people. So we have to ensure that we're getting a return on our investment for one, and I think that's happening with the student outcomes and with the other reports we've gotten earlier today from the high school and from the early college, but also throughout the year. So thank you and the team for, and also the campus principals for selecting the appropriate people to be in our classrooms and on our campuses, making the impact that needs to happen. So, you know, we're in this budgetary season, so that's why some of those questions came up, and I wanted to make sure that we were having those to be addressed. And our board, and this is going to be something for us to really think through as Dr. Pereira is bringing stuff to us, budgetary-wise, to make the appropriate decisions and move forward. So again, thank you, and I got a few more.
Thank you, Trustee Jones.
Any other questions, comments from the dais? Like, definitely, my one comment is, I definitely want to affirm you on the retention of our staff. I know you just came on, but I know you had big impact, so definitely thank you so much. The retention rate is great. I've seen it much lower, not only in my capacity, but being here in this district. So I'm glad that people are happy to be here, because it makes a world of difference when you go to work somewhere every day and you're happy. The worst thing you can ever do is pull up in a parking lot and have to pray before you go in. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on to technology. 9.7, technology operations update. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I have Mr. Jeffrey Williamson to share information with our board, and also I think Ms. Kelly Watson will be presenting some information as well. So the floor is yours whenever you're ready, sir.
Good evening, Board President Hamilton, distinguished trustees, and Madam President and Dr. Pereira. Before I start, I want to say thank you, Trustee Smith. You are our technology chair, and you are always an advocate for making sure our students have the best devices available and the best technology. So thank you, and thank you a lot. All right, I'll start with our technology updates. Our technology team is a small team, but if you look and see, we were awarded the Department of the Year last year, and we're very thankful for that, for our peers voting us that, or giving us that award. Our team is, 64% of our team has been with the district for 5 years, and so we're very proud that we have that retention in our department. And if you look and see, we also have 3 Lancaster alums with us, with Mr. McCaskey being the class of 2021. He's the first class that graduated with early college. So we're proud that those Tigers came home to work in our district. The first update I'd like to give you tonight is our update and our partnership with Apple and how we can convert to an Apple school district. We started converting to an Apple school district back in 2022. And then in April of 2024, we deployed 650 MacBooks to our teachers, which became our teachers' everyday teaching device. This past August, we deployed 2,184 iPads to our 9th grade through 12th grade students, and it has been a huge success. Currently, we're on phase 3 of our conversion project right now, and we work with Principal Jett and Principal Tippett and Principal Russ and nominated 4 scholar students and put them in Apple's latest projects, which are MacBook Neos. And then we also created a pilot program for our iPads for our 5th graders through our 8th graders. And why we did this is because we wanted our students to have the latest software and the next generation technology in their hands. And it's going so well, they actually tested on that. They took their STAR test yesterday on these devices and last week. And that project right now is being headed by Ms. Brittany Parks, Dejan Tillis, and Ms. Watson. And they meet with those students every Tuesday and Thursday. The project is going to go so well that we had to create a second project. We're going to have 20 more scholars come online in the next 2 weeks. So we're proud of that program. Phase 3 of our conversion project will be completed this summer. Apple's actually going to host us at the Austin campus for our principals and leadership team for a day of collaboration and engagement. One of the other benefits about converting to an Apple school district is Apple Care Plus. As you see, we endure no repair costs or replacement costs as long as we have Apple Care Plus, which is a huge financial benefit. And also, because of the decrease in the breaking of the Chromebooks, our overall yearly tickets have gone down. And I do want to take this time to thank the campus specialists. They are the first line of defense in technology. They're on the campus, and they ensure that our students and our teachers' devices are back to them in a timely fashion. Now I'll give you the latest network update. Thanks to you, board, for approving our E-Ray funding. We were able to complete 75% of the infrastructure updates in the last cycle. And tonight, I believe, board pending, we'll go to the next E-Ray cycle, and we'll upgrade all the infrastructure at the middle school, Pleasant Run, and West Main. Last year, we updated the new telephone system, and we're about 95% done. We put out new phones. We actually deployed 245 panic button phones to our teachers, which gave them an added layer of security in their phones in case anything happens. We'll finish up this project with converting to a new 911 cloud system the day after Memorial Day when we come back from that break. So our security updates, currently we oversee 935 security cameras and 209 door card readers. Chief Worley gave you guys an update of the latest door card audit in closed session 2 weeks ago. And out of that audit, we'll be adding 10 more door card readers this summer. One of our biggest improvements is our cybersecurity update. As you look at each category, we went down in every category, and we are very proud of this, especially the phishing events. That's a district accomplishment. Man, we're not clicking on malicious emails. Those you won Starbucks for lifetime emails are not, we're not fooled by that anymore. So that's a huge benefit. And the reason why is we work well with Ms. Simpson's team during the holiday season. We send out, please be mindful to staff about emails you click on, and that is definitely working, and we see the results. And before I give it over to Ms. Kelly Watson for instructional technology updates, I do have to thank Ms. Vicky Tarkenton, Karen Germany. They are always helpful, and Ms. Billy Aldridge too, always helpful with making sure technology runs smoothly on a daily basis. So I thank those ladies.
Good evening. Yeah, hi. That moment of craziness. Good evening, President Hamilton, board members, Dr. Pereira. I am Kelly Watson, Director of User Support. We're going to talk a little bit about instructional technology. Sorry, I don't feel bad. I'm not sick. I just have no voice. As we talk about instructional technology, I chose the top 5, the big things that we really work with daily, weekly. Clever. Let's talk about Clever. Clever is a digital learning platform that acts as a secure connective tissue between teams, our student SIS, and all of our digital learning applications. Think of it like a secure digital lobby. It gives the staff and students the ability to have a single sign-on. For teachers and students, Clever acts as a password fatigue crisis. It prevents it. Instead of managing dozens of passwords and logins across all our various textbooks and apps, they log in one time and are able to get out to everything that we utilize. Clever helps us with automated rostering. Without Clever, I would spend hours creating manual accounts for every child, every staff member, every teacher. Because it is connected to our SIS system, it automatically takes all of that data, syncs it every night. If by chance a student, new enrollment, changes a schedule, through that automated rostering overnight, everything updates. And they can easily, the very next day, get in, click, and keep rolling without any stops. It gives that real-time update. Clever also is our gatekeeper of controlled access. We share and choose exactly what we're going to share with those vendors. It keeps us compliant. Clever helps us stay compliant with FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and COPA, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, by providing that centralized dashboard to manage all of our vendor agreements. It also provides us with analytics. Clever gives an analytic dashboard where I can go in and see the number of users who's having trouble logging in, but it also gives me the apps that are frequently being used across all devices. Currently, year to date for this year, we have accessed 546 different apps. Clever is the foundation of our digital ecosystem. It protects our student data, recovers thousands of hours of instructional time by simplifying those logins. And it provides the district with real-time usage. So let's talk about Google. Google is our learning management system. It isn't just a website. It's a suite of tools designed to manage a modern district's workflow, security, and student outcomes. Google provides the operating system for modern learning. Through Google Workspace for Education, it offers a centralized hub where students, teachers, and administrators can communicate. It moves the classroom from physical to a secure cyber cloud-based environment, accessible anywhere. Google's educational tools are built to comply with strict regulations, again, of FERPA and COPA. They provide administrative controls that allows us to put up that wall to keep that digital environment safe from just the open internet. Google represents the standard of the modern workplace. By using these tools, students aren't just learning history and math, they're gaining digital fluency, learning to manage a calendar, collaborate on a slide deck, organizing files in a cloud-based system, the exact skills that are required by 90% of our high-growth career paths. So then there comes Securely. Securely is a comprehensive safety and wellness platform. It ensures that our district's technology is an asset and not a liability. It keeps us SIPA compliant, gives our teachers total control over their digital classrooms, and most importantly, uses AI to identify students in crisis so we can provide support before a situation escalates. It is not just about blocking a website, it's about creating a holistic safety net for our students wherever they're learning. And then there's Eduphoria. Eduphoria is our integrated suite of software that's built across for K-12 education. It streamlines everything from student testing and data analysis to teacher evaluations and professional development. Eduphoria allows the district to move beyond just guessing if curriculum's working. It provides instant assessment feedback. Teachers get their results on tests back immediately, allowing them to adjust their teaching before any high-stakes state test. Student growth tracking, it aggregates years. We've been with Eduphoria since 2013, I believe. We have years of data that we can go back and track what's been going on. It also provides simplicity for the T-test evaluation system by standardizing, ensuring that all principals are using the same metrics to evaluate their staff fairly. It links PD to performance if teachers struggle in a specific area The system will recommend targeted professional development to help bridge that gap. And then there's NWEA. You hear about NWEA a lot from us. It's a big deal. It provides the MAP growth assessment, unlike high-stakes tests that measure whether or not a student has a specific grade level finish line. MAP growth is normative adaptive assessment. It's computer adaptive. If the test adjusts in real time, if a student answers something correctly, question gets harder. If they miss it, it gets easier. This finds their exact instructional ceiling. The RTI scale. It uses a stable, equal interval scale to measure growth across their grades from kinder through 12th. And of course, the frequency, we test 3 times a year, fall, winter, and spring next week. Here we go. It's not just a test, it's a GPS for our district. It tells us where our students are starting, confirms if our curriculum is working, and ensures that every dollar we spend on instruction is backed by evidence. No. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I can move that.
We'll take any questions now, guys.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Ms. Morris.
How much do AI play within the student interaction with their curriculum?
We have only 4 apps that we're currently utilizing and letting students use.
Okay.
Everything else is turned off.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions, comments? Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to maintenance and operations. 9.8, operations update. Dr. Pereira.
Thank you, Madam President. I think Dr. Kimbrough, why don't you take care of that phone? We got you at the podium, sir. This is Ringer. Dr. Kimbrough, the floor is yours, sir. Present that information to our board and our community.
Good evening, Board President Hamilton, distinguished Board of Trustees, and Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Pereira. I bring you our operations updates. These will be brief for us for this month. The first thing, our biggest challenge is still plumbing. We had backups at GWC, Rosa Parks, and unfortunately the SEEK, we were able to take care of all of those. No major backups. Top picture, you can see our plumbers. We have 2 plumbers helper and our master plumber, and they have had 2 busy months with the plumbing. But we do know that those are at the same locations, the SEEK, GWC, Rosa Park, and we have cleared everything at Beltline and Rolling Hills. Lawn maintenance, this is our busiest time of year. It is raining, we're in the spring, grass is growing, and our crews are just working hard, just trying to keep our facilities with the yards cutting them looking good. Sometimes they get behind because of the rain, but they are doing everything possible to keep all our campuses and all our facilities cut. Rolling Hills, we had that elevator repaired. Of course, you know, Rolling Hills is an old campus, and it does have the oldest elevator. It was down for an extended amount of time because they were coming out doing minor repairs, and then it would go out again. So we did keep it down because it's older, and we want to replace most of the parts on that elevator. But eventually, we will look at replacing that elevator. It is pretty old. Just some small work, but just some work that operation is always doing. The awnings out at the baseball and the softball fields, as you can see, that we had those repaired. On the first picture, you can see what they look like before we repaired them. Just a bad look for the kids and for our facilities, and you can see that we repaired them and painted them black, just a better look and a better presentation for our kiddos and our community. Also, technology did most of the work, 99% of it, but we did pay for it, but for the bus, I want to take, me and Jeff talked about this, so, but technology did do this work, and I want to make sure I give them credit. Even though it's operations at Pat Rainey, we had a lot of Dallas ISD old equipment in there for technology, and so our technology team really did a great job stripping out their stuff and putting our stuff in there. We have a lot of problems with technology out at Pat Rainey, but technology worked hard this last month getting our equipment and getting that place completely on the network. And thank you, Jeff, you and your team for taking care of that. Just basic setup we set up for the State of the Union, the job for anything that the district needs. Operations is there to set up for it, and just keeping our campuses running, our facilities running. And that is our report from operations.
Great. Thank you.
Madam President.
Any questions, comments from dais? Mr. Smith?
Yeah, one really quick question. So I saw that you guys removed quite a bit of what looked like network equipment. What happens to that old equipment? Is it auctioned off, or does you guys put it back, recirculate, reuse it? Thank you.
Any other questions? Ms. Morris?
Daytime, what time in the evening is there an automatic cutoff? Maybe I should say it like this. Is there an automatic cutoff for the air condition in the schools?
The HVAC, depending, with our agreement with Ideal Impact, that all ties together. So we do have we have different cutoffs depending on what's going on that campus. So 5 o'clock for some campuses. It depends on what is going on. We have a system for that. If a school is having something going on, or just like we have in this event, we have HVAC for it.
So if you're in a school and they're having an event, then you automatically know for maintenance to leave the air on?
They have to, so the school has to, if they have an event, they have to submit a ticket requesting HVAC extension.
Okay. And how much time do that?
They can, at any time, they can, we can set it. It's easy for us to set. It doesn't take anything. If you were to tell me we were staying here to 2 a.m., I would set it to 2 a.m. to run, to 3 a.m.
And that comes from the principal?
Or anybody who sends it in or makes a request, that then we extend the HVAC. That's part of our energy saving plan for the entire district.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other questions, comments? Great, thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to the adoption of the consent agenda. 10.1 is approval of the following minutes. Number 1, March 4th, 2026, work session and governance workshop. Number 2, March 26th, 2026, regular board meeting. 10.2, consider approved of E-rate bids for network equipment and installation. 10.3, consider approval of audit engagement of 2025-2026 school year. 10.4, consider approval of the renewal of the Southwest Food Service Excellence, SFE, 2026-2027 Food Service Management Company contract. This is the consent agenda. This is an action item. Is there a motion?
Madam President,
Mr. Smith?
I move that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Okay, have a motion by Mr. Smith to accept the consent agenda as presented. Is there a second? Second. Have a second by Ms. Morris. If you all will please vote from your devices.
Madam President, on behalf of the Lancaster ISD Board of Trustees, to approve the adoption of the consent agenda as presented, motion carried unanimously.
Hey, thank you so much. I'd like to recognize Ms. Allen is online with us. She's away traveling for a conference, so thank you so much for still assisting us tonight. Okay, we will now move on to board matters. 11.1, Review of the Lone Star Tracker Board Governance Use Tracker from March 26, 2026. Ms. Nichols?
Thank you so much. Okay, so this is our time use tracker that we track every month to track how well we are speaking on student outcomes and making sure we're very effective with our board meeting. And so we are at 65% for student outcomes, and it's kind of upside down for me. 65% at student outcomes, and also including the adult behavior, which is great. We're maintaining, as well as our student outcomes. We're at 63%. Last month we were a little higher, not very much, but we are maintaining, we're doing a great job. So good job, team.
Thank you so much. Any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to 11.2, announcement of board member continuing education credits. Okay, so for the board members, for our annual announcement of continuing education of board members, this is from May 2025 through April 2026. First member is Janae Cortez. She has completed all of her training. Carolyn Morris completed all training. Daryl Cluis completed all training. Kendall Smith, incomplete. Marion Hamilton, myself, complete. Queenie Nichols, complete. Ty Jones, complete. So I definitely want to thank you all for staying up to date on your training, and everyone definitely exceeded what was required of them, so I definitely thank you for going above and beyond. Okay, anyone, any questions, comments? Okay. We'll move on to 11.3, which is discussion and possible board action concerning modifications to Article 8 of the board operating procedures concerning superintendent evaluation process. And this will require action because this is edits to the board operating procedure that was discussed previously. So this will require a motion. Okay. Board, is there a motion? I'll make the motion that we approve the modifications to Article 8 of the board operating procedures concerning the superintendent evaluation process. Is there a second?
I second, Madam President.
Have a second by Ms. Nichols. If you all will please vote from your devices.
So, Madam President, before we vote,
Mr. Jones.
just for discussion, so primarily we're just making the updates that are identified in the packet regarding reporting of the information, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Right.
Madam President, on behalf of the Lancaster ISD Board of Trustees, to approve modification to Article 8 of Board Operating Procedures concerning superintendent evaluation processes, motion carried unanimously.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we're now to reminders. Just to remind you all, on May 1st, we have the Evaluating and Improving Student Outcomes training as a team of 8 with Dr. Delise Lloyd. We have a special call board meeting that will be on Tuesday, May 5th. Summer Leadership Institute, which will be in San Antonio, will be June 10th through 13th. 2026 CUBE Annual Conference, Chicago, Illinois, October 1st through 3rd. 2026 TASB TexCon Convention, Houston, Texas, October 8th through the 11th, 2026. We have come to the end of our agenda. All in favor of adjournment?
Madam President,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to have a board moment of privilege before we end.
Ms. Cortez?
Thank you. Good evening, board and community. I would be remiss if I did not share this information with you. Thank you, Ms. Simpson, for recognizing autism. April is Autism Awareness Month, but April is also National Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month. On April 6, 2026, the Dallas County Commissioners Court again proclaimed April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Last night, the Dallas skyline went blue in recognition of Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month. This recognition is an important reminder that when recognizing child abuse, awareness and prevention are key and are the first step to protect our most vulnerable citizens of Texas. Here is a snapshot of the alarming data. In 2025, there were more than 54,000 confirmed victims of child abuse across the state of Texas. Nearly 100 children died in Texas as a result of child abuse and neglect last year. Hispanic children accounted for the largest percent of children who died from abuse and neglect at 36.3%. Even though this is the case, the per capita rate for African American children who died from maltreatment last year continues to be the highest than any other ethnicity in Texas. This fact also rings true across the entire United States. In Dallas County in 2025, there were 4,617 confirmed child victims. 835 of these children were removed from their homes due to immediate safety concerns. In 2025, 14 children died in Dallas County due to child abuse or neglect. We have a serious problem. This information I just shared is an important reminder that we all must come together to prevent child abuse. United, we can stand to ensure all Lancaster families have access to support, community resources, and the knowledge necessary to create safe, happy homes for their children. A stable, loving home benefits children throughout life, creating a foundation for them to achieve good physical and mental health, success in school, and later financial stability. I encourage this board and each of you, if you see something, say something, and be willing to stand for our most vulnerable children and our most vulnerable citizens of this city, our children. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Cortez. Okay, last thing is adjournment. All in favor of adjournment? Aye. Okay, the board will adjourn at 9:10 p.m. You all have a good night.